Welcome to I'm Right. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Cordova, and Jill Cox-Cordova will be with us in approximately 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So this is just kind of a pre-show where we test everything out to make sure it's working for the live show. So if you are watching this in replay or listening to this in replay, you can fast forward past this 4 minutes and get right into the show. But if you just rather hear me ramble, you can do that too. And I'd love if you stay. I have a tidbit of information. So I noticed that if you are going to listen or watch the show in replay, but specifically watch the show in replay on YouTube, you need to click live because that's where all our live shows are and that's where the video is. If you just click on the first thing you see, you may just get the audio version. So if you want to see us and hear us, click on live, then find the show you want and watch and listen. Also, I would like to thank all of our audio-only listeners. Oh my gosh, it seems like you like hearing us more than seeing us, but that's okay. Any way you choose to take part of I'm Right is fine with us. So thank you. For those of you that come to the show live, also thank you, and please continue doing that. So if you're new to this and this is your first time to the show and you're going to watch it live, you're right here with me right now. Know that you can make comments and post questions and all of that in the comments, just like you would on YouTube. So you can do that on YouTube or Facebook. And we really love your comments and questions because you make the show better. So you are also a star when you make the comments, and we really enjoy that. So please continue doing that. So we have approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds till we go live. And the reason we go live is so we can test out equipment and make sure that everything is working properly. And if you are here and something doesn't sound right, you can just send us a message like, "We can't hear you." and that has happened before, but we could fix it hopefully before the show starts. And why do we leave this in? Because you may ask, why don't they just edit this portion out? Which we can, but we always want to give live, the real live. So even when you're just listening to audio, you're hearing the live broadcast as it happened. We never go back and edit our video or our audio. We leave it as is. So we might mess up now and then, and you will hear it. Anyway, we've got about 35 seconds and the show will begin, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone that comes, and I'm looking forward to listening to the comments or reading the comments. But yes, also, if you want to be in the show, on the show, where people can see you and hear you, there's a link on Facebook and YouTube. So all you have to do is click that and follow the prompts. We got 8 seconds and we'll be right here with you. So see you in a second. Ready, Jill?
Ready.
Come on. Woo! We're off and running.
And running.
Off and running.
Greetings, everyone. This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox-Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
And we're back. It's Wednesday.
We are back. What is this? Episode 300 and...
something.
It's like 303 or 3...
Or 304.
Or
I don't know.
Or something like that.
Beyond 300 episodes.
More than I can count.
I think you can count
like
past 303, 304. I think you can count past that.
I might get a little confused.
Just wait till we get to 500 episodes. See what we do then.
Oh. Yeah, let's see. What's going on, Jill?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say hi to the audience.
Hi, audience.
We have John here tonight. Hey, John.
Hey, John. How are you this evening?
Welcome back. We did some research based on what John said last week.
We did do some research on the big boy
statue. And John, we could not find what you described.
No, we saw all of the early versions of the
evolution
big boy,
of the big boy statue.
That one you saw, the scary one, nope.
But then again,
find it.
You were a toddler then, so you may have, to a toddler, it might have been scary.
Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know. But if you can find a picture of what you saw, please send it to us, and we'll show the audience what you saw.
Yes, yeah. And John has told us, and I think 2 episodes ago, or maybe 3 episodes ago, he was sick and didn't join us because he's one of our regulars.
Yes.
And so he's happy to report that he's vertical tonight.
Yay!
That's good. That's progress.
Vertical is good.
Yay!
Wow.
We're glad.
Cool.
So also. Look at my earrings.
I was just looking over and I was like, "Oh, what beautiful earrings!"
They are, and they are originals by Coco Creations.
I feel. There we go.
I feel special for being the only person to have this set of Coco Creations.
Coco
originals.
Creations, also known as Coco Vanilla.
But that's a different episode. That's a different one.
But yes, Coco she's a wonderful artist, and she makes beautiful jewelry also.
Yes.
Cool.
So just want to shout her out. John says, I remember rust spots in all the wrong places.
And how did those rust spots get there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. That's funny.
Overuse. Over-rubbing.
It's not that kind of show. Last week, we also, every week I do a poll Tuesday to Tuesday on LinkedIn. And last week I asked, because we were talking about family road trips. And I asked people on LinkedIn if they ever use their PTO to take family road trips. And last week when I started the poll, 100% said yes.
Okay.
And now that the poll has closed a week later, 100% of the people said yes.
Yes. Okay.
So that's really good to know.
I have a question for you. I don't know if you have the answer, but is this just an American thing, or is it that way throughout the world? Is it just in this country? Because we have these vast interstates.
Oh, you're talking about can you take family road trips?
No. I'm asking whether in other countries do you think it would still be 100% yes? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know.
I thought you might know.
I don't know. I didn't ask the whole world. Unless people around the world
Yeah, so
Took my survey.
yes, and we do have listeners throughout the world, by the way. We're not just saying that. So if you are one of the listeners in the other countries other than the United States of America, please chime in, send us a message about your road trips. And do you take family road trips, or maybe they take train trips instead of road trips?
Eurorail is excellent.
Yeah,
I love
so maybe
I love that train.
Maybe
when I
that's
was,
more popular than
yes,
getting in the car
in the
and
car.
taking a road trip that
Yes,
way.
and it was easy.
Yeah,
You know.
like yeah, curious minds want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, back to your big boy comment. John says, yes, they rub big boy to make a wish.
make a wish on Big Boy.
Very funny. John is funny.
Okay.
We have established that John is funny. Okay. This week we are talking about, what are we talking about? I forgot.
You remember?
Oh, moving.
Moving.
And
Like-
I asked, this time I asked, I started another poll, and I said, what's the biggest factor that makes you decide
To move.
it's a good time to move? It's part
move
of a
from-
segment that we call
Stand by your stance.
All right. Stand by your stance.
So in that poll, I gave them 4 options for reasons of wanting to make a move. To move.
To move from one residence
To another.
Another.
And
Okay.
so I asked them if it was because they simply wanted a fresh start.
A fresh start.
Yeah. Sometimes changing your home gives you a fresh start
Okay.
because you might move to a completely different state.
Okay.
A new job,
Yes. A lot of people do it for a job.
relationships, good or bad. Some people move because of
Yeah.
a breakup, or some people move because of a new relationship.
Yeah.
And finally, I asked if it was because of finances. Either you have to downsize or you could get something bigger,
Okay.
and quality of life.
Right. Okay.
100% said one of these options. You want to guess which one it was?
Job.
That's a good guess. That would have been my guess,
But that
because
wasn't it.
that's usually the reason I have moved,
Okay.
and I've moved a lot.
So was that it?
I don't like moving. No,
No, that,
That was-
wasn't the number one answer.
nope.
Huh. So
Fresh start.
You have us a fresh start.
Fresh start was the number one reason.
Fresh start. Just for
And
a
100%
fresh
so
start.
far. I just started the poll yesterday, but 100% so far has said they decide to make to move because they want a fresh start. But that kind of, the other 3 options kind of add up to that.
Okay.
New job, relationship, finances.
I moved for a relationship once.
How'd that go for you?
Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah,
Horrible.
it was horrible.
Yes.
The relationship or the place you moved, or both?
Kind of both.
Oh, wow. So what's your number one reason for when you think it's a good time to move?
Well, I guess it depends on at what time in a person's life.
That's true.
So when I was young, I moved for, career, job, money, a better life when I was young. As you heard, I moved for someone one time, and I shouldn't have done that. So I corrected that and moved back. But now that I'm older, A lot of people get older and they move to downsize and save money because, they don't need a house that's as big as and all of that. I still want a big house. Not that we live in a mansion, but I still do want a big house. But there are certain things I would like. I would like a water feature, like I would want to live close to the beach or have my own private lake or at least a very large pond. So, those are the reasons I would move now. If I found someplace like that, that would be a move that I would be willing to make, and it has to be the right price.
A deal? You want a deal on
I
your property
gotta get
too?
a deal on the property. And for those of you that know me, I'm always looking for a deal.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Well,
And the
agree.
question is though, but should you move? Should you move just for a change of pace? Should you move because, like me, I want a lake or the ocean? Should you do that? I mean, should you?
Well, I think it goes to what you just said about it depends on where you are in the time of your life and whether you have, people, that you have to consider in that decision. If, when I was single, I moved all over just because somebody, would call me up like, hey, I went through like 20 something years where I didn't have to look for a job because people would call me up and, hey, you want to come move to such and such town and work here? And it might even be places I've never been before, but I would like, let me come check that out and see,
Okay.
and most of the time I moved around, but as John can tell you, because he and I both worked in TV together, sometimes you have to move around to move up. And I was very ambitious then, but I was single, so I could just pick up and move, right?
Yes. Doesn't John have another comment?
He does.
He does it.
I hate moving. Hate it. I do too, John.
So
I
do
agree
I.
with that.
I hate moving. I guess that's why I've been at this location for 20, almost, really?
30 years or more.
Oh no, I've moved here in 1998.
Oh,
Been here a long time.
you have. Almost 30 years.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
So as it goes to show you, I don't like to move.
Well, this is the longest I've stayed in one spot, too.
It is?
It is.
Wow.
Because I've lived with you for 19 years now.
Yeah, that's because you're with me. If you weren't with me, you probably would have moved already
To where?
somewhere else.
Well, I
don't
would
know.
want you to come with me.
I said because you met me.
Yeah.
That's why you haven't moved. But if you weren't with me,
Oh.
we didn't have this relationship.
No, I would have only moved if I had, that penthouse in New York or something. Then I might have moved. You can come visit me. I come visit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penthouse in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another comment
Yeah, penthouse in New York.
from Chris and Tamia. They say we have been looking at properties in Sweden.
Oh.
No plans to move though. Realize that it is doable. Land is cheaper than here in the U.S.
Oh, it
That's good to
is?
know because I look up other countries to live periodically.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
And Sweden is also one of the places, Chris and Tamia, that they're ranked in the top 5 for places for women to work.
Yeah,
So-
I've heard that.
So Sweden is actually on my list of places too.
What if you don't want to work?
Then it could still be beautiful. It could be a beautiful place to live, Yeah, that, you have scenery.
Yeah, we're still taking a ride to the North Georgian mountains, right?
Riding right through.
No, to visit.
If Chris ever stops posting pictures of copperheads that are like hanging out around his house, then maybe I would show
Yeah,
up.
that is not helping your case,
Yeah.
Chris. Stops. You can post those. Just make sure Jill doesn't see them.
Oh, you're telling him to block me? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Chris, you might have to block Jill, and then she won't see them. And just show her pictures of cute little bunnies and hummingbirds and butterflies.
I do like butterflies.
Yeah,
I
send,
really
send
like
pictures
butterflies.
of those types of things.
It still doesn't take away that I have seen the copperhead pictures. Still up here.
Deep fakes. Deep fakes. That's what they
Yeah,
were. Deep
okay.
fakes.
All right.
There are no copperheads in Georgia.
On to other comments.
Deep fakes.
John says Sweden is a socialist country.
Yes, it is.
That is, if you don't want to work.
That's a good one.
That is.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, moving. Yes.
And that could be another factor is like, oh, I hate to move. Like if you're making a local move,
yeah,
like,
even local
I
moves.
hate it.
Yeah. I hate.
But that might make someone not decide not to move.
Especially when you've accumulated a lot of junk over the years.
Yes.
Stuff you got to get rid of to move and all that. But there are segments of people that move all the time, and that's by design. There are people that don't want to set down roots at any particular place. They want to, go to different places, move, stay there, maybe a year and move on to somewhere else. The people that I know that have done that or lived that type of lifestyle really enjoy it. And may not want to be anywhere for too long.
Yeah.
But they meet a lot of people, a lot of nice people and all that.
Yeah, there are some people
Great
who
experiences.
have that, huge, ginormous sense of adventure.
Yeah.
And so they use traveling or not settling as.
Well, there was a time in my life when I was like a really over the road truck driver, where I would stay out for months at a time. Okay.
Before you met me.
Yes, that was before I met you. It was probably the first 20 years of my trucking career. I had a hard time staying at home. Once I got home, the 2 days I got itchy.
To get back on the road?
Yeah. Just didn't like being in one place too long. That's why.
I guess that you chose the right career at that time.
That's why I became a trucker. I used to be an architectural draftsman. And I remember getting up, getting in my car, and driving to work. And I would stop at a red light, and I'd look to the right of me, to the left of me, and I would see the same people at the traffic light that I saw the day before. And then I would get on the interstate, and the same people that passed me on the interstate again, boom, boom, boom. So then I went into my office, and I had an office with no windows. And I shared with my coworker and my boss. Okay? So it was a beautiful day when I came in the morning, but then when I leave, it's dark and I missed the whole day. So I missed the whole day. And I just didn't like doing that same mundane thing every day, over and over and over. I felt like, I don't know, I was in some weird world But when I became a trucker, I was someplace different every single day. Man, that was great. And back then, there were no phones, no cell phones. There were phones, but no cell phones. So, I can go a long time without anybody contacting me or me contacting anyone else. So that was good for about 20 years.
And then what happened?
Then I met you.
That's not when you met me. That is not when you met me.
No, things changed. Everything changes, and not for the better. So trucking was not what it used to be, and it wasn't very enjoyable. Yeah.
Well, we have another comment getting back to animals. Now Chris and Tamia have pictures of a wolf, a red wolf.
A red wolf? I don't know if I've ever seen a red wolf.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either, but I do believe I can handle a wolf better than poisonous snakes or a bear.
Well, it's like I told you, there are no poisonous snakes in Georgia.
Who told you that?
Yeah,
Because that is not true. We've
fact.
seen poisonous snakes in our backyard. What are you
so
talking
do
about?
you want to move? We've seen poisonous snakes here, so do you need to move?
I thought about it at the time. Like, that's the snake's house. But it wasn't very close to the
No, I'm
house.
talking about
it made
snakes.
its way. It made its way down the driveway and went someplace else.
Okay, so that's what
And I didn't actually see the snakes. My mom did.
That's what snakes do in the North Georgian mountains.
He keeps taking pictures of them, like, on his porch or by his door.
They're just hanging out.
Exactly.
Just hanging out.
I don't want to hang out with poisonous snakes.
Just hanging out.
But that is not our topic tonight. I want to know why you chose this topic. Are you planning a move?
Well, it's because I'm getting older. So, it's time to make a decision whether I'm going to continue living or whether we're going to continue living where we are, or are we going to try to make that dream come true? But then to make that dream come true requires a lot of sacrifice. And the question is, do we really want to do that? How bad do we want lakefront property, or how bad do we want to live by the ocean? How bad do we want it? Now, because you can make anything happen.
You can.
And for the most part.
And like you said,
if you really want to do something, but it may, like a lot of people will downsize, to downsize everything. And that might be okay.
No. I need space. I need space.
That might be okay. I don't know. So but no, I think about it every day now.
Oh, you do?
I think about it every day.
Well, I do believe, the whole reason, not the whole reason, but one of the reasons we have that dream, that vision, is because we want to, as good as our life is now, we have a great quality of life now. We believe that would make it even better because we're both water people and water is calming to us and all the many things that come with being around large bodies of water, right? Yeah. So for that reason, I would say, yes, we can't drop the dream. But
it will require some sacrifice.
And as I get older, some of those sacrifices, I watch shows about tiny houses all the time, as you know. I personally couldn't live in a tiny house, but I could perhaps downsize a little bit. It's made me see that I could be more of a minimalist if I tried. That was not meant to be funny. Why are you laughing? That was not funny.
Well, look.
I could try to be a minimalist.
Audience members, look, we don't live in a mansion It's just a regular house. But it's 4 bedrooms, and it's an older style house. It was built in 1981. So, but it's just a common house, okay? But it has 4 bedrooms, a formal dining room, a den, a formal living room, which we're in now, plus 2-car garage, plus a basement. And we sit on probably an acre and a quarter, okay? We use every single room in this house.
We do now. Yes, yeah, we do.
Every single room is in use. So how could we downsize? How could we? You know?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. John has an interesting question. He asked, are you wanting to move to get away from it all, or someplace with an assisted living center bus? How old do you? No, John does know my age.
I do not want to live in assisted living. That's a no. Don't want to go that route.
Why not?
Oh, I'm way too independent.
What about 55 and up active places?
Although I am above 55,
You are.
I am way too young to be in that type of community.
I don't know what that means. I thought you were going to say you don't adhere to rules. Places.
Those are for me. I need some place where there's no neighborhood association.
Yep.
That's first of all. That's what I need. But I really would prefer to have, some acreage. I need quiet. I think that's what I need more than anything. I need some quiet.
Well, that's easy. We just move away from the interstate, further away from the interstate. Like I used to live 5 minutes from where we live now, and it was very quiet because I was further away from the interstate than we are now.
And the question is, so why didn't we move into your house?
Because your house is bigger, more space.
But the interstate wasn't that loud.
Before. It's increasingly get. We have other comments to get to.
Okay, what do we have?
John says, so you're moving to the villages?
No. Not the villages. No. I could not hang with the villages.
We know a person who lives in villages.
Yes, but not the villages.
There's another comment. From Angela Brown.
Angela! Woo! Hey.
She's part of our crew. Oh, that reminds me. You'll be getting a text. I'm part of the crew, too.
She's part of my crew.
I'm part of the crew.
She's part of my crew.
I'm part of the crew.
She's part of my crew.
You wouldn't even know them if it weren't for me. So I am part of the crew.
But I'm the one that starts saying, that's my crew.
Well, anyway, Angela says, I think I appreciate my dream locations better because I'm not there every day. Well, that's a point. That's a good point.
Well, I don't know. Because I grew up in Long Island. Now, we didn't have beachfront property, but we lived about a 20-minute drive from the beach. And when I was architectural draftsman, my job was on one of the inlets from the ocean. So I could cross the street and be right there at the water. So I miss that.
You miss water?
Yes,
I never grew up around water, but I like
the
water.
Ocean. Matter of fact, I was even like bah humbug against lakes. I don't want to fish in a lake. That's what I used to say.
Sounds like a water snob.
But over the years, I started fishing in lakes and rivers and all of that. So, yeah, I need to be around the water.
We have another comment from Chris and Tamia. Tony, buy some land here in the Cahuta?
Yes.
wilderness.
Just 2 days ago, I said, Jill, there are plenty of lakes up in the North Georgia mountains, and the property is still affordable. And it's only like an hour and 15 minutes from here. We could have our lake front property, a little bit of acreage. We would have our money, because it wouldn't send us to the poorhouse to move there. It would be good.
Let's get to our next segment that we call
I'm in agreement.
I'm trying to help you.
You all would have to convince me by, showing me
Yeah,
a property
that's-
that I can't.
You need to.
I can't resist.
I am still coming up to the mountains, probably within the next 2 months.
When it gets colder, where there's, the poison snakes are not out and about, I'd probably come then. But not at a time where, since the mountains get the snow first, that we'd get stranded there.
Conditions.
I do have conditions on this. Yes, I do.
So what's I'm trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you. So if what do you do when you have this dream, as we've been talking about? Do you just bite the bullet and make the sacrifice, or
Start a GoFundMe? GoFundMe. Yeah.
Then they would all want to come visit.
They can come visit.
Well, it depends on who they are, right?
They come visit.
Well, everybody here, they could come visit, but if they were like strangers, then no.
They can come visit.
I don't know.
Depends how much they contributed to GoFundMe. So when you contribute over $10,000, you can come.
How much?
Over $10,000.
Wow. Okay.
See, that narrows the field down, I don't want somebody to say, hey, I donated, $10. I want to come stay there for a week. No.
It's got to be 10,000.
At least 10,000.
Okay. So your advice is to start a GoFundMe.
No, my real advice is really give it a lot of thought and see how badly you want this. And then if you really, really, really want it bad, start writing down the things you need to do, the steps you need to take to make that happen. And then you can also make a pros and cons list on whether you should actually make that happen. Because I've found over the years, just because you can do something does not mean you should. So yeah, but give it some real thought, and you just know that it may take some sacrifice. And just be willing to do what you need to do if it's that important to you.
Have we done that?
Nope.
Okay, that'll be what we do. Because tonight,
Nope.
audience, I know you're going to be shocked, but tonight I say that Tony is right because I agree with that. You'll probably never hear me say it again in the history of this show, or in the future of this show.
I'm shocked.
But tonight,
I am shocked.
I say that you are right.
Wow. This is a first.
It is.
Don't I have a sound effect for this?
What kind of sound effect would that be?
Hey, let's everybody clap for it. How about that? Hey, this is all for me. Yeah, you said, ooh, I'm right. Woo! All right. I'll take that.
Okay. I said it.
You did say it.
I meant it.
All right.
Okay. Well, shall we end the show?
I guess we should on that note, on a high note. Woo-hoo! You heard it here first. Tony is right.
Tonight.
Tony is right.
Tonight.
Tony is the I'm right part of I'm right, I'm right.
Huh?
Yes,
No,
I am.
no, you are not. Angela's giving you advice. Get it in writing, Tony. That'll never happen.
You know what? I should get it in
That will
writing.
never happen.
I should get it in writing. Look. You have a pen.
I have a pen, but I'm not writing
Write
anything.
it. Write
Except
it.
I'm not writing anything.
Right. Tony is right.
You are not. Well,
Oh,
tonight you are.
She put the pen down.
I did. I sure did.
At
All right.
least she didn't throw it away. Okay.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, there was one comment we didn't get to.
What do we have?
Two comments we didn't get to. Okay, first John says, when he was talking about the villages, I was hoping to read about you two in the smoking gun. No, not gonna happen, John.
You know, when we drive through Florida and we see the sign for the villages, we step on the gas hard.
If anyone is watching from the villages, I do not say anything bad about the villages.
I didn't say anything bad about the villages
You
either.
just said that you zoom past it.
Yes.
Well, anyway. Shannon's here. Hi, Shannon.
Shannon.
Shannon says the first time, LOL,
The first time?
that I'm saying that you're right.
Oh, there's many other times, but she doesn't let that happen on this show. She doesn't tell all the times I'm right. These are the things that happen when the camera is not rolling.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it's very true.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it's
I think your ratio of being
very
right
true.
on this show is the same as it is
No.
when there are no cameras on us.
No,
I don't think
no,
that's
no,
true.
No.
And John says it's even better. You have it on air quotes tape. So you can go back and watch this as much as you want, sweetheart. If you need to hear me say you're right about something, this is the way to do it.
I should start recording all the times you say, you were right about that. Oh, you were right about that too. Oh, yeah, you were right. You say that to me all the time.
I don't think I do.
I believe you do.
I don't think I do.
I don't want to embarrass you.
Have I said it recently?
I'm not going to say a word.
Have I said it recently?
Absolutely.
I'll have to think about that. That'll be my research before the next show, and I'll report back to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this show up.
Yeah, I've been trying to get the show wrapped up for a while now.
Yeah, right. Before I change my mind and
Yeah,
say you're
that's
not right.
Yeah, you might take back your Tony is right. I want to keep it while I have it.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Press some buttons. Okay. I'm right. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check it out. And also, you can watch our show on Jill's website, which is jillcoxcordova.com, and click the podcaster tab. Okay. After show, anyone, we need your input. Now, so far, John has been the only person that has given us an idea for a show. Come on, people, you can do it. Do it. Give us some ideas. People always ask us, how do you come up with ideas for your shows? Actually, we just talk. And, that's a good idea for a show. Okay, that's how we do it. So, talk to your friends, your partners, your lovers, and ask what's a good show topic for I'm Right. Okay. Hey!
So thank you again, everybody, for being here. And also shout out to Allie. Allie didn't write a comment, but I see that she's here. So
Hey,
thank you
Allie.
for that. And Shannon and Angela and John and Chris and Tamia and anybody else out there who might be here but chose not to write anything, which is fine. But thank you, audience, for being here. You have made us appear in the top 10 in the society and culture category of the podcast awards.
Yep.
So we find out next month if we won or not. So thank you for getting us to that point.
Okay.
All right. We ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to
All right.
go.
Until next week. Bye.
Bye. And for those of you that are listening to the show just on audio and you're not seeing the credits go by, so first it's Anthony Cordova, then Jill Cox-Cordova, then we say thank you for watching, and this is where I say stick around for a word from our sponsors. We love you all. See ya. Bye.
Bye.